So today I'm going to look at circles. So we've obviously already dealt with circles before. So the outside around a circle like that, the perimeter, but in a circle it's actually called the circumference. So the circumference is the perimeter or length of the circle. My radius then, so here's my centre, my radius is any point from the centre to any point touching the circle, okay? And then I have my diameter is the full length across. And I have then, if I was to get the area, it would be getting inside here. This is my radius. My circumference is the whole way around. And there are two formulas which are in your log tables which you'll need to know for the area and circumference of a circle. So area is equal to pi r squared. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so I'm going to work out a few examples here. So the first example that I'm going to look at, it says find the area and circumference of a circle of radius 15 centimeters. And then part I, it says give your answer in terms of pi. Okay, so my radius is equal to 15. And I'm asked to find the area first of all, so write down my formula. A is equal to pi r squared. A is equal to pi bracket 15 to be squared. They want my answer left in terms of pi, so I just square 15 and I get 225 pi centimeters squared. Okay, then part 2, it says take pi is equal to 3.14. so if I go area is equal to pi r squared, so I have 3.14 bracket 15 to be squared. I put that into my calculator and I get 706.5 centimeters squared. Part 3 asks me to take pi is equal to 22/7. So they will tell you which version of pi that they want you to use. If they don't, just use the pi button in your calculator and leave it to 2 or 3 decimal places and press the change button. So formula, area is equal to pi r squared. Area is equal to 22/7 bracket 15 to be squared. And when I put that into my calculator, I get that the area is equal to 707 and 1/7 centimeters squared. And then finally part IV, it says use pi button on your calculator. So I have area is equal to pi r squared. My area is equal to, I press the pi button on my calculator, 15 to be squared. Area then is equal to, on that version, 706.8583 and so on centimeters squared. Okay, they also wanted me to find the circumference of a circle. So the circumference is, the formula is 2 pi r. So the first one I'll do is, I want the answer in terms of pi. So I have 2 pi bracket my 15, and then my answer in terms of pi will just be 30 pi. The second one, they want the answer to take it, pi is equal to 3.14, so I'll go 2 bracket 3.14 bracket my 15, and when I put that into the calculator I'll get 94.2. Then I have, they want pi is equal to 22/7, so I go 2 bracket 22/7 bracket my r, which is 15, and I'll get 94 and 2/7. And finally they want me to use pi in my calculator, so I'll have 2 pi bracket 15, and I put that into my calculator, I get 94.2477 centimeters. As you can see, like, the only difference between them is a few decimal places. So it's just important that if they do ask you in the exam papers or in the book, you need to use the pi which they tell you to use. Okay, so now I'm going to look at sectors. So sectors, you usually associate them with slice of pizza. So a sector of a circle is a portion of the circle bounded by 2 radius and include the arc. So this here is the radius, this here is the radius, this is my arc here. Okay, so there's formulas which are on page 8 and 9 in your log table. So this one is on page 9, and it's the area of a sector, which is theta over 360 by pi r squared. So that's the area. And then I have theta over 360 by 2 pi r is equal to the circumference. Okay, now you need to remember, when you're getting the circumference, you're actually getting the circumference of the arc, so you're only getting this bit. You'd actually need to add on your radiuses. Okay, so that's kind of a trick that some people forget, to add on their radiuses at the end. And I will go through 2 more examples with you now. Okay, so this example is example 10.4 in your books. So it says find the area, length of the arc and perimeter of the following sector of the circle. So I have this here is 6 centimeters and this here is 54 degrees. Okay, so what I have then, my area, I write down my formula. Area is equal to theta over 360 by pi r squared. So theta in this case, it's my angle, it's 54 over 360 by pi. My radius in this question is 6 to be squared, and my answer, when I put all of that later, is 6.5. Okay. Sorry, one thing I actually missed in this question told me to just 3.4 and so on. So instead of the pi, I should have put in 3.14. Then I'm going to go on and get the length of the arc. So the length of the arc is theta over 360 by 2 pi r. So my theta is still the same, it's still 54 degrees over my 360 multiplied by 2 bracket my 3.14 bracket my r, my radius, which is 6. So that's only after finding the arc. So this is what the question looks like, pizza slice. We're only actually finding this part here when we're using this formula. Okay, so when I get that, I get my answer to be, the length of the arc to be 5.652 centimeters. Okay, so this here is 5.652, and then the final part of this question asks me to find the perimeter. Okay, so if this is 6, this is 6, my radiuses, I need to add them all together. So I have 5.652 plus 12 to find my total perimeter, and I get 17.652. Okay, so this example is the next one in your book. So it asks me, it says a part of the machine is shown, find the total area of the machine part, and pi is equal to 3.14. Right, so I can see straight away that this shape here is a semicircle, and also down here is a trapezium. Right, so I'm able to find out the area of a semicircle and also the area of a trapezium. But before I do that, I need to actually work out different dimensions. Right, so this is my radius. So radius is from the centre to any point on the circle. So a radius here would be from here to here, that would be 5, and from here to here, that would be 5. So this full way across is actually 10. I'm told that this is 1, and this over here must be 1 then also. So that will actually give me 8 millimeters across here. Right, if the full height is 8, from the centre up here that's 5, so then 8 take 5, this here, what we must be left with is 3 millimeters. Now I can get the area of a semicircle, so we can do the formula, the area of a sector. So half a circle is 180 degrees, so I would have area is equal to theta over 360 by pi r squared. So I have 180 over 360 multiplied by bracket 3.14, my radius, which is 5 to be squared. When I work out that, the area of my semicircle is 39.25 millimeters to be squared. Then I need to get the area of my trapezium. Okay, so the formula for the area of trapezium, area is equal to bracket A plus B over 2H, or it's a half A plus B bracket H. Okay, so my A and B, so I'll have 8 plus 4 over 2 bracket my height, which is 3. That's the same as saying a half bracket 8 plus 4. So I have 8 plus 4 over 2 multiplied by 3, and that answer will give me 18 millimeters squared. The total then will be 39.25 plus 18 millimeters squared, and my total for that particular machine is 57.25 millimeters squared.